Go on, give us a kiss.
No.
Come on, don't be mean.
What about my teeth?
They're in the jar in the bathroom where you left them.
You know what I mean. I'm not kissing you till I brush my teeth.
Go on, I'm not fussy.
Nat, I don't think we should. It feels funny. And this house is so tiny, someone might hear us.
Well, we'll just have to keep the noise down, won't we?
Decent. Don't be bashful, bro. It's nothing I haven't seen before.
Hi, Georgia.
Well, I am a married woman, aren't I? That's brilliant, Nat. Did you do it?
Yeah, of course I did. How old do you think I am? Well, I was going to paint over it, but Dan thinks it's wonderful. He'll be moving in here when Jules and I get our own place.
Sleep well?
Yes, thanks.
But you must have. Didn't hear a peep out of the pair of you all night. That's the thing about this house, isn't it? You can hear everything. Actually, you're quite honoured. I've never known Nat to have a girlfriend stay over before.
She's not my girlfriend. She's my fiancée.
Enjoy your breakfast.
Oh, I don't believe this. Blaming Dee Dee's going to have me in an early grave.
What's she done now?
Well, she's gone and arranged all my videos in alphabetical order.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she only meant to help.
Yes, help I can do without. Can't find a thing.
Bev, surely it's easier to find things if they're in alphabetical order.
She's rearranged all my ornaments, lined them all up.
Yeah, well, she never liked clutter.
It's a sign of a serious mental disorder. Was I reading about used to do that? Oh, I know. Hitler.
Hitler used to line ornaments up.
Yeah, except he only did it when he was under pressure. Dee Dee does it all the time.
Oh, well, it all makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, she's told us that she's working at the trading post, and all this time she's been out invading Poland.
She's seriously obsessive. She needs a bumps feeling.
Yeah, well, not my department anymore, that darling.
Wrong. I want to get rid of her. I mean, Mag's back now. She's got no excuse for lounging round here like a bad smell.
OK, Bev, I'll have a word with her, all right?
Yeah, we'll do it soon. Because if you don't tell her to go, I will.
My dad'd do his nut if I walked around the house half naked like that.
Yeah, well, you've been brought up proper, haven't you?
Your mum told me you and Georgie used to be thick as thieves. What happened?
Oh, it's nothing, really.
No, come off it. You haven't spoken to each other since you got married, and that was 6 months ago.
I don't go with her husband, Martin, that's all. He's a bit of a prat. I couldn't understand why she married him. She could have done much better.
I hope she doesn't say that about me.
Hey, well, you seem to be getting on well enough last night.
I really like her, Nat, and I think it's great she's trying to patch things up between you. Oh, come on, Nat. Stop being so stubborn. You could at least meet her halfway.
Rod, you seen what Dee Dee's done now?
Bev, I don't really want to know, thanks very much.
Well, if that isn't proof of a deranged mind, I don't know what is. You're going to have to tell her when she gets back from the shop. She's going to have to go. Is that for me?
No, it's for Michael. See what time it is?
It's going to take more than a cup of tea and a few toasted soldiers to get him out of bed.
Yeah, I know. God knows what state she's going to be in after last night.
Flaming Lindsay Corkle's got a lot to answer for. I haven't seen your Mike cry like that since Tony died.
We'll have to keep an eye on him, you know. Lobby's really low.
You don't think he could do anything stupid, do you?
Well, you never really know what goes on in people's heads, do you?
Hey, he's not the only one who needs cheering up. Come here while I give you a hug.
Yeah, well, I'll just take this in first, OK? Mike? Mike, you awake, son? Michael? Oh, my God.
What is it?
He's gone.
It's going to be like Niagara Falls in there, you know, that little tap's getting worse.
I'll tell you what, I'll nip over and tell Biggie before I get off to work.
Oh, great, you're better at getting round him than I am.
I have my methods. I'll tell him we're on red alert. And potential flirt situation.
That'll be him now.
He's probably got the place booked to make sure we're behaving ourselves.
Jackie, is our Mike here?
No, why? What's happened?
He's disappeared. He wasn't in his room this morning. He could have been gone all night for all we know.
Oh, you don't think he's gone to Lindsay Corkle's, do you?
I could kick myself. I've been so bloody stupid. I just thought everything would be all right once we got him home. I expected everything to be back to normal.
Daddy'll be okay. I know he will. It's just going to take a bit of time, that's all.
I don't know what to say to him, Jack, to make things better. I just want to make everything all right for him.
What time will you be home tonight?
I don't know. Late, I should think.
Again?
Yeah, I've got to drop in at Lalou, see Terry Sullivan. There's something urgent I need to discuss with him.
Oh, well, you better take a look at this before you make too many plans.
Why, what is it? Take Emily to piano, pick up the dry cleaning and drop Matthew off at the sports club. I haven't got time to do this.
Well, I'm sorry, Max, but if you weren't so disorganised...
I am not disorganised. I can run my own life perfectly well, thank you very much. It's just a bit tricky when I've got to cope with you, David, and the children as well.
The children are your responsibility as well, you know.
Yeah, I fully accept that.
Well, there you are, then. Max, you are a big spoilt brat. You think you just stamp your foot and we'll all disappear. Where do you suggest we go?
You going to get that?
You get it, it's your house.
You are so childish at times.
Hiya, Max. Is Mr.
If you were desperate for us to leave, you'd have gone out and found us somewhere to live by now. Or shall I add that to your list as well?
I'm sorry, I've caused an awkward moment. Only I just wanted to have a quick word at Mr. Crosby.
I'm sorry, he's not in.
Well, do you know when he'll be back then?
No, I'm sorry, I have no idea. Susanna, perhaps you can inform Jackie of David's ETA. Perhaps it's written on one of your little lists.
And you say I'm childish.
Well, could you just tell him that one of the taps in the bathroom is leaking?
Yes, I'll leave a note for him. Jackie, have you found yourself another property yet?
No, I'm not bothering now. I've decided I don't want to buy my own place yet. I mean, I should be out there enjoying myself while I'm young, free and single. There's plenty of time for responsibility once I get to your age. See ya.
Thought it was your first day back at school today, Dan.
Yeah.
You're not going in then?
No.
You know Mum's going to go ape.
What's wrong? Aren't you well?
There's nothing wrong with him.
I'm busy. I've got loads of work to do here. Installing the jug header.
Oh?
Dan's into computer speak. Makes him feel clever.
Sorry. Jughead. Johnson's Universal Gopher Hierarchy. Excavation and display tool.
Sounds complicated.
God damn, you're such a geek. Are you ready? I'll drop you off if you want.
Great, thanks. See you, Danny.
Yeah, see you, nerdy. Mind you don't get lost in gopher space. Ooh, it's Mum. It's going to hit the fan now, isn't it? Yeah.
See you.
What are you doing here?
Eating my lunch.
Don't get smart with me, Danny. You're in enough trouble as it is already.
Sorry.
Why aren't you at school?
I'm working from home today. I'm learning more here than everyone in that place.
Your dad and I have been through this with you. There is no way you can teach yourself. It's just not practical.
Oh, Mum, please. I'll work really hard, I promise.
Daniel, you are going to school just like everyone else has to. Now go upstairs and put your uniform on.
There's no point in going in now.
Oh, yes, there is. If you go now, you'll be in time for this afternoon's lessons. Look, come on, Daniel. Brookside can't be that bad. You're just not giving it a chance.
Oh, it's not a school, it's a zoo.
Look, Danny, I know it's tough being a new boy, but you will get used to it. Now go upstairs and get ready, now.
I've had enough of this. I'm ringing the police.
What are you going to tell them? That your 22-year-old son's gone out without telling you?
Well, I've got to do something. I'm going airless here. Oh, at last. Michael, where the hell have you been, son?
Into town now, what's up?
You thought you'd gone to Lally or something.
Dad, you want to just relax? I thought I'd just get off to an early start because I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, but, you know, after last night, you were that upset, I thought.
Well, Lindsay's made a choice, hasn't she? There's nothing I can do about that. I tried my best, but she was having none of it. I've just got to get on with it, haven't I?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm making a fresh start. I've been looking for a job.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm going to start a band. I've been putting ads up in the shops and that.
Hey, me and you should get together. Could be the next Carpenters.
Look, Mike, I don't want to cause a fuss or nothing, son, but should you be racing around the place like this? I mean, you've only been back 5 minutes. You need to rest, relax a bit.
Dad, I've wasted enough time. I spent 3 months locked up.
Georgia! Georgia! Afternoon tea!
Come on, own up. Who's responsible for this monstrosity? I found it in the garage.
What have you brought it in for? We were hoping somebody might steal it.
Oh, dream on. Cheesy or what? Are you sure it's big enough? I mean, why didn't you just get a mural done, cover the whole wall? I'm just glad I was the one taking the photo.
The Bradleys had it done for us. A housewarming present.
I don't know what you did to deserve this, but it must have been something pretty terrible.
Well, you know the Bradleys, bags of money and not an ounce of good taste between them. Goodness knows what Nat's wedding is going to be like.
Jules going for the white frilly frock and that, is she?
Oh, yes, absolutely. She'd probably end up looking like a meringue. I wouldn't be surprised if she turned up in a tiara.
Well, the wedding photo should be a treat anyway. Lots of lovely soft focus. And those nice classy keyhole
yes,
shaped
very
shots.
nice. But don't mention that to the Bradleys. They probably end up thinking it's a good idea.
Well, if they get bored of photos, they could always have a life-size plaster cast of the entire congregation. That should look good in their front garden.
Yes, but nothing would surprise me. Don't tell Jules, though. She'll probably set her dad onto us.
Meow. I take it you're not over keen on Nat's choice of wifey.
She's a nice enough girl.
But
Well, to be perfectly honest, I've absolutely no idea what Nat sees in her.
she's not at all what I expected. I imagined him with someone with a bit more... Well, just a bit more.
Yeah. I don't think Nat knows what he wants, really. And the whole thing has just happened so quickly.
Well, I'm hardly one to comment on that, am I? Only knew Martin for about 5 minutes before I went off and married him. Should have waited.
I thought you and Martin were happy together.
We're all right, really, I suppose. In a boring, ploddy sort of a way.
But you've only been married 6 months. Surely it should still all be exciting and romantic.
Put it this way, feels like 6 months too long to me. I think I've made a big mistake, Mum. I should never have married him. Hey, give it back!
Mind your manners, you. Say, please. I say, Lord Snooty, you're very late for school today, old chap. Did the servants forget to wake you up? Or were you just too scared to come to school? You know you've had it, don't you?
Just give it a rest, will you?
Give it a rest, will you? Hey, you. You know that wall by the science block?
Yeah.
It's not there no more. I knocked it down with me head. I'm in training, you see, for a scrap.
Why do you always keep picking on me?
Because you're a snot. That's why.
Just leave me alone, will you?
You tired of living or what? 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0.
Smells like a tart's boudoir in here. Have you been using my aftershave?
I'm joking, aren't you? Need all the help I can get. I'm out on the cop tonight and I don't want to drive them away.
Look, Mike, sit down a minute, will you, please? Look, son, don't you think you should be staying in, relaxing a bit? I don't think you're in any fit state to be living it up here.
Dad, I've told you, I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, but we don't know where we are with you, son. 1 minute we can't get a word out of you, and the next you're running around like some blue-arse fly.
Dad, look, I know you're worried about me, but there's no need. Honestly, I'm fine.
Mike, you've been through one hell of an ordeal.
Yeah, and I'm back now, aren't I? I can start living again. I could have died out there, had my life taken away from me, but I got out and I'm fine.
It was like that time that I had the heart attack. An experience like that changes you, son. Deep down inside, you can never feel the same again.
I know, and that's how I feel. I've been given a second chance. When I was over there, facing death, all I could think about is, the things I'd never done and the places I'd never been to. And it made me realise how precious life is. So I made a promise to myself that, well, if I ever got out alive, I'd live life to the full.
And what about the other one?
Well, me and Lindsay are finished. It's over. Time to move on.
hand?
I knew I should have done this under cover of darkness. Knew someone would spot me.
It is rather big.
No need to be diplomatic. It's an unwanted gift. I'm afraid we're rather stuck with it. Look, why don't you come in for coffee, then we can have a proper chat.
Oh, no, I'd better not. I've just nipped out for this. I'm in the middle of cooking dinner for Max. It's a sort of peace offering.
What, a disagreement?
This morning. Life's just one long disagreement at the moment.
It can't be easy living with your ex-husband.
Well, let's just say life's a little stormy right now. Max can be hard work at times, but at least he's not boring.
Well, he obviously knows how to keep you interested.
Essentially, we're great together. We make a brilliant team. I know it'll all be worth it in the end.
So you want him back, then?
I do. And I tell you what, Belle, I'm going to make damn sure I get him.
Oh, Terry, just the man.
Oh, all right, Max. Slumming it again, eh?
Unfortunately, I'm not here for a night out. I just wanted to have a word with you. It's about the advert in the Trading Post. Is that flat still available?
Yeah, why?
I'll have it.
Oh, go away. What do you want with a flat above a pizza parlor? Oh, shouldn't I be asking?
What? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. No, it's not for me. It's for Susanna and the children. She's driving me mad. She was only supposed to be moving in there temporarily. Now I can't get rid of her.
Oh, my heart goes out to you. One woman moves out, another moves in, both gorgeous. It must be hell.
It is. First she takes over my house, now she wants to take over my life. I mean, I'm supposed to be going back there now so we can have dinner together. I mean, it's a complete farce.
And there's me going home to an empty flat, a pot noodle, a packet of stale biscuits. I don't know how lucky I am, you know.
Terry, it's no joke. I've got to try and get her out of that house, and your flat is the solution to all my problems.
Well, I mean, if you're sure.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Well, you'll have to wait till the bar staff come in, then I'll go home and get you the keys, and you can have a look at it, all right?
Terry, thanks. And I'll sort out the finances at a later date, yeah?
No problem.
All right, Sally, pans of lager, please, mate. All right, Max.
Hi.
All right, Mike. Put that away, it's on the house.
Oh, nice one.
Start early, aren't you?
Well, I don't want to waste any valuable drinking time. I'm going to meet some mates in here and have around the prowl to town.
Suppose you're fighting fit after your experience, eh?
Yeah, sound as a pound, Max.
Glad to be home.
What was it like out there? Not much in the way of laughs, I suppose.
Well, put it this way. If you ever go to Bangkok, don't stay in the same place as I do. The food is crap, and I have to share a room with 50 guys.
So, how's Lindsay coping then?
Well, she's bearing up, so I believe.
What, haven't you seen her?
No, we've gone our separate ways.
Oh, go away. I thought you two were the perfect couple. Marriage material, had to put money on it.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
It must have scared the life out of you being locked up like that.
Yeah, well, I've seen better days, but I've got to put it all behind me, haven't I? Live for the moment. And it's done me image no harm at all. On the paper, bit of a local hero.
Think it'll go down well with the ladies, eh?
Yeah, women love to hear a bit of a sob story. And when they hear how I survived me Bangkok hell, they'll be all ears. Best chat-up line I ever had. See you later.
Good evening, Lulu. Hang on, I'm not sure if he's in. I'll just have a look. Are you here? It's your wife.
Patricia?
No, Susanna.
Oh, my ex-wife. No, tell her I'm not.
Hello? Sorry, no, doesn't seem to be in here. Look, if he comes in, do you want me to give him a message? Yeah, okay, all right, thanks. See you now. She says if you don't get home now, you're teasing the cat.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. You having a jumble sale or what? No, I'm just sorting some stuff out. Did Mr. Crosby come round to fix that tap? Oh, yeah, it was the highlight of my day. And else going on around here? We've been rushed off our feet in the salon. Could do with a bit of a break, really. Couldn't we all? I can't even afford a day trip to Freshfield. How's that with all this stuff, so? You going on holiday? Well, it's not definite yet, but I am thinking about getting away for a couple of weeks. Well, you deserve it, don't you? Especially after all the worry with your money. I just feel a bit guilty, that's all. You know, leaving you in on your own. Oh, yeah, all on my own, with Rachel and Sammy and Louise. Don't know how I'm managed. No, you know what I mean. You're just getting back on your feet, aren't you? There you go, I'm fine. God, it is true what they say about new hairstyles and confidence, isn't it? All right, I'll bring you back a stick of rock or something. Oh, cheers. Hey, what do you think of this? Couldn't you got a smaller size? What, do you think it's a bit much? Oh, well, if you've got to flaunt it. So where are you thinking of going then? Well, somewhere hot, where the wine flows like water and all the waiters have got tight little bums. So you're going to Ainsdale then? Oh, you're just jealous. You've gone green already, but I'm going to get gorgeous and brown.
All right, Susanna. You can call the tracker dogs off now. I'm home.
Dinner won't be long. I'm up here in the bedroom.
What are you doing?
Well, all my clothes were crammed into the children's wardrobe. Everything was getting creased, so I thought, why not use this extra space up here?
No, you can't use this wardrobe. This is Patricia's wardrobe.
Well, I don't think she's going to need it now, do you?
I don't think you'll be needing it either.
Max, what are you doing?
I'm taking your clothes out of my wife's wardrobe. You've no right to even be in here.
A little too close for comfort.
Yes. Look, Patricia, Thomas and Alice have only been gone a short time, and suddenly you're here to replace them. I mean, I can't cope with all this. I need a bit of time and space on my own.
Max, we have nowhere else to go.
Well, actually, I wanted to talk to you about that.
I'll get it.
No, I'll get it.
Oh, all right, Max, as promised, one set of keys for the flat. I hope you and the children will be very happy there, Susanna.
Sorry?
I didn't get a chance.
What flat?
I was going to tell you. It's the flat. Not the pizza parlour.
Look, it's not a palace or anything like that, but it'll do the job.
I'm sorry you've had a wasted journey, but the children and I aren't going anywhere.
Oh, yes, you are. Terry, can you just wait there a minute, please?
My God, Max, you've got the nerve. You really think you can stick us in a tatty little flat without some fast food? There's absolutely nothing wrong with the flat.
Trouble in paradise, is it?
Looks that way, yeah. Been out for a stroll, have you?
Well, we were having a nice quiet evening.
Was Dee Dee looking after Josh?
Yeah, she likes to spend time with the little fella.
Axe is a guard dog. No one dare break in when she's around. She's like a Rottweiler, except not as cuddly.
Lovely.
We can't move to a smaller place. There are 3 of us and only one of you. Why don't you move out?
Max, look to the door. I can leave the keys in.
No, it's all right, Terry. Just wait there, just a second. No way. Look, I've told you before. This is my house. Mine and Patricia's.
Matthew and Emily are your children. You have a responsibility to them.
I know I do. That's why I found somewhere for you to live. Terry, I'm sorry.
That's all I need. Having a bit of a domestic, are we, Max?
Max, shall I come back? I'll come another time.
No, everything's fine.
Doesn't seem fine to me.
I tell you what, Terry, you give me the keys and then I'll...
If this flat's so perfect, why the hell don't you go and live there yourself?
Right. If that's what it takes to get a bit of peace, I'll go. That's fine. At least then I'll get my own life back.
Hey, well done, Maxie. Looks like you've just chucked yourself out your own house.
Who's this, then?
Mike. Oh, hello. Who's your friend?
Better get going, love. You're going to be late for school.
Oh, it's you.
Can I come in?
Yeah, if you must.
Max, this is ridiculous. Well, there's no need for you to be here. Not when you're in a perfectly good house around the corner.
Actually, Susanna, I quite like living here. I've got my own space and come and go as I please.
But it doesn't make any sense. You're forking out the extra rent for this place.
Worth every penny if I can get a bit of peace and quiet.
So you're not going to come back then?
No, I'm not. Not until you've got yourself fixed up with somewhere else.
Well, so that's it then? You'd rather stay here, living in this rabbit hutch, than live in the same house as me?
In a nutshell, yeah.
Well, if that's the way you feel.
Isn't that what you wanted all along?
What?
Leave me dry. Take me for every last penny.
Oh, Max, don't be ridiculous.
I'm not. I'm just being straight with you. I tell you what, have the house. I'm sure you'll be very happy there. All I ask in return is to be left alone. I hope I've made myself clear.
So how do you feel now, then?
Terrible. Yeah, it's banging.
Mike, I know you're trying to make up for lost time, son, but don't you think this is taking things a bit too far?
It's out of order, Mike. Bringing all kinds of strangers back to the house.
What do you mean, all kinds of strangers? I brought one girl back.
A girl being the operative word.
She was 19.
Oh, yeah, and I'm Barbara Cartland. I'm really disappointed in you, Michael. I thought we brought you up better than this.
What was a dickless cop off with a girl? You'd think I'd mug some disabled pensioner the way you're going on.
Michael, nobody's going on at you, son. Can't you see that? We're worried about you.
Anyway, where did you meet this girl?
In the bus.
What sort of girl would go back to some strange man's house after meeting him in a disco? But you should get yourself down to confession.
I've had enough of this. I spent 3 months of my life facing death. And then I find out Lindsay's dumped me for the dickhead who set us up in the first place. And if all that isn't enough, you'll have to give me a hard time for going out and drowning my sorrows. Well, thanks for your sympathy. I really appreciate it.
Come in.
Brought you a cup of coffee.
All right, cheers.
What you working on?
Our revision timetable.
As opposed to actually doing some revision.
Yeah, something like that.
Very fancy. Maybe you should get a job in graphic design instead. I could get you a job at our place. I'm not putting you off, am I? Just being around the house.
No, it's just... it's a pain having to work in my room, you know. No space. Anyway, shouldn't you be at work?
They give me a few days off. Well overdue. I'm working flat out since March, even on Sundays.
Yeah? I thought you were only supposed to be staying for one night. Might not be thinking you've left him.
You'll be all right. Anyway, I'm going home later.
Right.
Can't say I'm looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, well, you're the one who married him.
Yeah, I know. I've made my bed. At least we're on speaking terms. I've hated the last 6 months.
I'm sorry you and I fell out at the wedding. Did it ruin everything for you?
Can't say it was the happiest day of my life. Anyway, we can make a fresh start now.
Yeah, leave all that in the past.
So long as you and I are on speaking terms, I'm happy. I've really missed you.
Oh, sorry, not disturbing you, am I?
What are you doing?
I'm the local peeping Tom. I'm doing the windows, what do you think?
Yeah, well, do you mind leaving them for today?
Joking, aren't you? They're filthy, they need cleaning these.
Look, I just think you should speak to my mum and dad first. They might have made other arrangements. Look, come back about 6 o'clock. They should be here by then.
Well, surely they're going to want the windows cleaning, aren't they?
Yeah, and surely it'd be polite to ask them first.
Try to do an honest day's work, and that's what you get.
Where were we before we were so rudely interrupted?
I think you were just about to leave me to get on with some revision.
Okay, I can take a hint.
Oh, all right, love. Fancy a butty?
No, Tart. Got to go to work in a minute, my leave Dee Dee. What's this?
Oh, Dee put some stuff in before she got off to the shop.
Has she not heard about the laundrette?
You can't expect her to go to the laundrette, can you?
Why not? It's not like she lives here. I wanted this dry for tonight.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I'll put that stuff in after theirs is finished, OK? Now you get yourself off to work.
I don't see why our Josh should go without clean pyjamas just so she can wash her dirty habits.
Now, Beth.
And I don't understand what she's still doing here.
She's here for Michael's sake, isn't she? She's worried about him.
Taking her side, are you?
Bev, I'm not taking anybody's side.
Yeah, well, you should. You should be taking my side.
I am on your side. I don't want Dee here any more than you do.
Well, I'll leave it to you to tell her then.
Tell her what?
And I want her out today.
Today?
Yes, you can tell her when she gets back.
Come on, Bev, be reasonable. What can I say to her?
Tell her to jump in the Mersey for all I care. But if you haven't told her by the time I get back, then I will.
What the hell?
Hey, soft lad. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I've taken over Sinbad's round, haven't I?
I warned you before, haven't I? I don't want you anywhere near this house.
Come on, I'm only doing my job.
Oh, that's funny. I thought your job was a murderer and drug dealer.
Ron, I've told you to put all that behind me. Don't be like this.
How'd you expect me to be? Now sod off before I shove that bucket where the sun doesn't shine.
Oh, come on, give us a break, will you?
I'll break your bloody neck if you're not off this property in 5 seconds.
All right, I'm going.
Is he totally thick or what?
Hi, love.
Excuse me, can I help you?
Oh, don't mind me. Got a bit of a fetish about cleaning windows, you know. Turns me on.
Well, could you go and turn yourself on somewhere else, please?
Oh, no, you don't understand. I've taken over Sinbad's round. I'm the new window cleaner.
Well, thanks for the offer, but we have made alternative arrangements.
With who?
Your services are not required. That's all you need to know.
Hey, hang on. Hi! This is Max and Pat's house. If anyone's going to give me the sack, it'll be Maxie, not you.
For your information, Maxie doesn't live here anymore. I do. So I make the decisions.
Stuck-up cow. Kate! Listen, look, just wanted to check you didn't mind if I did the windows. I've taken over Sinbad's round, you know.
I don't mind, but Jackie would kill me if she thought I'd let you near this place.
Yeah, well, she needn't know. Come on, love, I'll make a good job. Oh, how am I going to show people that I'm trying to make a go of things if no one will give me a chance?
Yeah, all right then, come, but you'll have to hurry up. Jackie will be home soon.
Oh, nice one, I appreciate that. Hey, listen, kid. Can I fill me buckets?
Yeah.
Tap. No, I won't be a sec, Mrs. Rushbrook.
Peter, I won't be long. I may as well do these at home. I'll be able to concentrate a bit more.
Oh, and that's your excuse for skiving, is it?
No, I just want to get everything straight before I go away.
It's going to be manic in here without you. It's hard enough coping as it is.
Oh, I'm sure you'll manage.
Oh, I can cope with the salon, all right. It's the beauty parlour that worries me. I'm going to have legs like Duncan Ferguson running up and down those stairs every 5 minutes.
Hey, that's not to complain about.
Oh, it isn't half getting hard, Jack. The sunbeds are fully booked next week. We could do with some more full-time, really.
Well, can't Amy do it?
I need Amy down here. We've got to do lots of extensions next week. It's going to be murder.
Look, Peter, I know it's going to be a bit of a push, but I haven't got time to be interviewing new staff.
Look, I know someone who'd be brilliant up there.
Who?
Remember Fee, you met her at Tony's hen night in Warrington?
I can't remember anything about that night. We were totally off it, weren't we? All I remember is you making me down those slammers.
You must remember Fee. She was the one that got through out for sexually harassing the stripper.
Oh, your sister? Yeah, I remember her now.
How could you forget? Anyway, she's a fully trained beautician. I'll give her a ring this afternoon. She can come in and see her if you like. She'd be made up with the work, even if it's just to help out for a couple of weeks while you're away.
Yeah, I don't suppose it'd do any harm. And you're right, we do need someone up there.
She'd be ideal.
Oh, and before I forget, we've got the hair show coming up the week I get back, so do you think you can get hold of any models for us?
Oh, no problem. I'll give Helena and Naomi a ring tonight, shall I?
No, seriously, do you think you'll be able to find any volunteers?
Just leave it to me.
Cheers, Peter. I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll see you later.
Right then, Mrs. Rushbrook, should we see if that pen disguised your bald patch? Didn't see you at school today.
Didn't fancy me in Tinhead's punch bag.
Fair enough. So, where'd you get to then?
Just went to the city centre.
What, round the shops and that?
No, I went to this museum. For this brilliant samurai exhibition.
You're gonna get collared in the end, you know.
I'm learning more getting out and about than I ever would in that done. You should join me.
Nah.
My dad'd kill me if he found me sagging.
Didn't realise you were such a good little daddy's boy.
I'm not.
So why don't you join me tomorrow?
I don't know.
Going to the internet cafe?
Thought you were on the internet at all.
Yeah, but I can't go on it when I'm meant to be at school, can I?
What's it like there, then?
Pity you can't come with me tomorrow and you can find out for yourself.
I'm gone. I haven't said I'm not coming yet.
I wish you'd make up your mind.
All right, I'll come.
Anybody in?
Only me.
You alright?
No, not really.
Why, what's up?
I lost my watch.
Your watch?
Don't my dad bought me.
Well, it must be somewhere. When did you have it last?
Well, I left it on the sink this morning when I had a bath.
Well, I can't have gone far then.
I've looked everywhere.
Casey thinks they'll just go missing like that. Do you think Rachel might have moved it?
No, she's been out all day.
Well, has anybody else been in?
No, no one. Well, there was someone.
Who?
Look, don't kick off.
What are you, was it?
Jimmy Corkill.
Well, what was he doing in there?
He's taking over Sinbad's wind around. I let him in to fill his bucket.
Oh, you soft or what?
I'm sorry, I just didn't think.
And you're surprised that your watch has gone missing? Well, what you'd expect?
We don't know it was him.
Of course we do. Jimmy Corkill's in here for 2 minutes and your watch goes missing. It doesn't take Bamba Gascoigne to work that one out.
Yeah,
But not on Casey. We all know what he's like. He's a convicted burglar. What more proof do you need? Come on.
Where are you going?
Where do you think?
You can't just march over there kicking off.
Do you want to bet?
Where's Susanna anyway? Have you managed to patch things up after your little tiff yesterday?
Yeah, you could say we've come to an agreement.
What does Pat think of it all?
Actually, Bev, I am
You
in a
know,
bit...
God knows what these new neighbours must think of us. I mean, there's me, Ron and Dee Dee at our place. Your little love triangle next door. You must think we're all into wife swapping or something.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, people can think what they like.
And again, you can't blame people for gossiping, can you?
Look, to set the record straight, Bev, Susanna and I aren't living together anymore. I'm staying in the pizza parlour flat.
How cool.
Because Susanna is homeless at the moment, and I don't want people like yourself getting the wrong impression about us.
So, why are you staying in the flat? I mean, surely if she's the homeless one, then she should be staying there.
Well, that's another story.
I'm all ears.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
God, funny the way things change, isn't it? I mean, I remember when you had Patricia and Susanna tearing each other's hair out over you, and now Pat's done a runner and Susanna's kicked out your own out.
I have not been kicked out.
Sorry, just assumed.
Yeah, well, you assumed wrong. You know, I came in here for some groceries, not to have my personal life dissected.
Well, how about you shopping?
Forget it. I'll go elsewhere.
Suit yourself. Slimy little curb crawler.
Look, I didn't touch your watch, love. I swear to God, I didn't.
All I know is it was on the sink this morning. When I went to get it, it had gone.
Yeah, just after you've been in. Funny that, isn't it?
Well, have you looked properly?
Oh, of course she's looked properly. Casey's dad bought her that watch. It's got sentimental value.
Look, I haven't touched a watch, I swear.
Come on, Jackie, we're getting nowhere here.
No, I'm not moving till we get it back.
I think you should just go home, Jackie. The watch is new.
I have not seen a flaming watch.
Come on, Jackie, let's leave it.
You haven't heard the last of this.
If I find out you took that watch, Jimmy, there'll be nothing down for you.
Oh, great. Now my own wife doesn't even believe me.
Looks like the street theatre's over for the day. It's a pity I've got to go home. Want to know what happens in the next instalment of The Missing Watch. Maybe I should stay another night.
Might not be wondering what's happened to you.
Suppose I should get my stuff together then. Will you miss me?
I'll survive.
Wish you'd lighten up a bit, Nat. Give me a chance, eh?
I didn't know you'd still be here.
Oh, can't wait to see the back of me, eh?
Are you sitting in tonight?
No. Got to get home to hubby, I'm afraid.
Oh, you're not going to leave it ages before you come and see us again, are you?
No. You'll be seeing a lot of me from now on.
Bit neater out there now. Fancy a cuppa?
Oh, yeah, if you're making one. And how are you feeling now?
Rough as. Is there a cuppa going there?
Yeah, your dad's making one.
Oh, that'll be for me. I've got people coming now for the advert to put in.
What, for the band?
Yeah.
Michael, we're not going to have all kinds of heavy metal music playing down the stairs all afternoon, are we?
Since when have I been into heavy metal? Don't worry, it'll be just hardcore techno.
Seems a bit more like his old self this afternoon, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm just glad he's taken an interest in his old hobbies again.
Yeah. Should do him good getting back in the swing of things.
Seems strange to be standing here doing my ironing. Seems like I never left. Just like old times, eh?
Yeah. Look, dear, I want to say you've been great this past couple of weeks. In fact, I don't think that I could have coped without you.
It's brought us closer together again, hasn't it? We haven't got on this well in donkey's years.
Yeah. And, well, with us getting on this well, dear, I wouldn't want you getting the wrong idea.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just a bit worried that you might take it all the wrong way, and I'd hate to see you hurt all over again.
Ron, what are you talking about?
Dee, what I'm saying is, I don't want you building your hopes up that you and me can get back together again, you know, properly like.
Good Lord, where did you get that idea from? I'm not completely stupid.
No, well, I never said you were. What's so funny?
Well, to be honest with you, I thought you were getting serious again.
Me?
I was wondering how to let you down gently.
What, let me down gently?
Well, you know how heartbroken I was when you and Bev first got it together. And there were times when I thought, well, I'd never get over you. But since meeting Tom...
Oh, Tom.
Well, not seeing him these last couple of weeks it's made me realise just what he means to me.
What, you mean things are serious between you two, then?
Who knows?
Well, do you love him?
Well, it's a bit too early to be throwing words like that about. Let's just say, for the first time since we split up, I can imagine myself settled and happy with someone else.
Oh, right.
Anyway, you'd be glad to know I rang him before and he's going to pick me up later. So you, Bev and Mike, can have the house back to yourselves again, at last.
What, he's driving all the way over from Bolton just to pick it up?
Must be love, eh? I was going to finish my packing.
Hi, Jim, how's it going? Finished already?
Yeah, finished.
Hey, listen, I meant to ask you this morning, but well, I didn't get a chance to with your Jackie being there.
Ask me what?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing, really, but... well, you know Jackie's sister Val, has she seen anybody at the moment?
Well, no, not that I know of. Why? Oh, aye. Fancy your chances, do you?
No, it's not for me, it's for Mick. He's going to the gym with her on Friday.
Oh, well, good luck to him. Nice to see someone happy for a change.
Well, you're a bundle of laughs today. What's up?
Yeah, look, that's why I came to see you. I've decided to hand in my resignation.
You would have thought you were happy with the round.
I was. Till Katie Rogers accused me of robbing her watch.
Oh, Jimmy, you never.
Course I never. It doesn't make any difference, does it? Because as soon as anything goes missing round here, everyone is going to point the finger at me.
Yeah, well, I don't want to sound hard, but you've only got yourself to blame.
Oh, cheers, Sid. I really needed that. What's the point in trying to go straight when no one will even give me a chance?
Well, I gave you the chance, and look what's happened.
Yeah, I know. And I appreciate it. I didn't take it, you know.
Oh, Michael.
What's going on? Can I hear that music halfway up the pathway?
Oh, I know. Our Michael's auditioning for this new band of his.
You're not going, are you?
Oh, are you? She can't bear to be separated from this Tom fella for a minute longer.
Oh, don't exaggerate.
He's only coming down to pick it up.
Things must be serious.
There he is now.
Why don't you ask him in for a cup of tea?
Oh, no, I better get off.
Oh, are we going to meet him?
Well, to be honest, he's a bit shy. Maybe another time, eh?
Well, it was lovely seeing you. It's a shame you've got to go.
Yeah, and you?
Michael! Your mother's going now!
Will the pair of you keep an eye on him for me?
Don't worry, we will.
Hey, you getting off?
Yeah, look, I'm sorry about giving you a hard time this morning, but it's only because I care about you.
Yeah, I know, but don't worry, I can look after myself.
Well, if you need me, you know where I am. Ugh. I'll see myself out.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand with your bags.
No, I'm all right, I can manage. Right, well, thanks for putting me up, and I'll see you soon.
See ya.
Yeah.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, Dee.
Thank God for that.
Right, I'm getting back upstairs.
Right.
He's got a nice car.
It's probably to make up for his lack of personality.
Can't see him properly. Tell you what, things must be serious if he's come all this way just to pick her up.
Should have heard the way she was going on about him before. Like some lovesick teenager. It was embarrassing.
You're not jealous, are you?
No, of course not.
Well, let's hope it is serious. Because if she's fallen for this fella, she's going to have to go through with the divorce, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well, don't sound too excited.
Oh, come on, love. You know it's what I want.
Hey, just think. This time next year, we could be Mr. and Mrs. Dixon. Oh, I can't be doing with this. Mike!
Right. I've said goodbye to Danny. You tell Mum and Dad I'll give them a ring in a week.
Yeah, sure.
I'm glad we made up.
Yeah, me too.
I felt rotten these last 6 months.
Yeah, well, you know, we've both got our own lives to be getting on with now.
Yeah. Right then. I'll get going. See you soon. What?
I don't think we should...
Don't be such a prude, Nat. I only want to kiss you goodbye.
Just go.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Nat.
Just go now!
Cheers, Billy. You don't know how much I appreciate this. Yeah. All right. And send my love to Sheila, won't you? All right then, love. Thanks again, Billy. Right, you. Get yourself organised. I want you to get upstairs and pack your bags.
You will?
You heard me.
Oh, love, don't throw me out. Look, I never went anywhere near that watch.
I'm not throwing you out, soft lad. I'm sending you away to recuperate. Go on, you need a break.
You will?
I've fixed you up with some work. Labouring for your Billy. You start tomorrow. I mean, it's only for a few weeks, but it's a start.
Hey, when did all this happen?
Just now. Well, go on then. Go and get yourself sorted out. You're going to Basingstoke tonight. Yes.
What are we going here for? It'll be that boring.
We're educating ourselves.
What's the point of sagging off school if we won't have a laugh?
Don't be so negative. You might actually enjoy yourself.
Can't we go and see Fred's weather map instead?
You can have your geography lesson after a bit of history now. Come on. I think Renton's money down the drain, but if you insist...
I'd just be happier.
Oh, we are. 2-bedroom flat, fully furnished, kitchen, bathroom, reception area, £65 a week.
Yeah, sounds all right.
Oh, I'll give the landlord a ring then and see if we can go and have a look at it.
We'll get it.
Thanks for that most welcoming of welcomes.
Why at your work?
I called in sick. I couldn't sleep. Too much to think about.
Look, George, you can't keep coming round here all the time.
It's my parents' home as well.
Look, are you going to keep me standing here on the doorstep, or can I come in? Thanks. Oh, hiya, Jules.
Hi, you're not in work today?
No, day off.
The landlord says we can go and have a look at it now.
Great, I'll go and get my coat.
What's this, then?
Well, me and Nat are going to have a look at a flat. Do you fancy coming with us? It's only round the corner.
Oh, I'm sure Georgia's got better things to do with her time.
No, I'd love to come.
Oh, great. It'll be good to get another opinion. You know what this one's like. It's been hard enough persuading him to even look at a place. Anyone would think he'd been forced to marry me.
Hiya, Mick. I was beginning to say get your bottles out.
Maybe I should have done. You get some big fellas in here, don't you?
And girls, too. Nothing for you to be intimidated by. You're hardly Ronnie Corbett yourself, are you?
Got enough gear in here, haven't we?
Yeah. What's your little garage to shame, eh?
Say that again.
You should have brought your mates to mad along. He looks like he could do with a bit of exercise.
Joking, are you? Somebody run out of breath just looking at this lot.
Well, come on. Let's see what you're made of.
Yeah.
I'm bored. You made out it was going to be dead exciting here.
Would be really interesting if you bothered to read any of this stuff.
You don't sag off school to spend the day reading.
I've told you, we're not sagging off school. We're educating ourselves.
So you keep saying.
Hey, listen to this. No, you idiot! You scared the life out of me.
You should have seen your face.
You're gonna get us thrown out.
All right. I'm only having a laugh.
It's horrible there, isn't it?
Do you think it was really like this?
Worse. All those slaves crammed below deck, their legs chained. They kept like that for 2 months, sometimes longer.
Just imagine.
1 in 5 of them died before they even reached the end of the journey because the conditions were so terrible.
And what did they do with the dead bodies?
What do you think? Just threw them overboard. And if they ran out of food, they just got a load of slaves and threw them into the sea.
How can people be so evil?
Just imagine being here all that time. We've only been here a few minutes. I feel sick already.
Come on, let's go. It's horrible in here.
Fancy the internet cafe after this?
Can we go to Wadey's first? I want to look at the trainees.
What for?
Because I want to educate you and all. Because them trainees you're wearing, they're just too sad for words.
Oh, hiya. I didn't realise you were the landlord of this place.
I'm not. Are you looking for Terry Sullivan?
Is he the landlord?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he said it'd be all right for us to come round and look at the place.
Well, nobody's informed me.
Do you live here?
Mm.
Right, I thought you lived next door to us but one on the close.
I do. Well, I did. Until recently. Very recently. This is just a temporary measure. Listen, when are you thinking of moving in?
Oh, not until after we're married, in August.
Oh, right. Well, I should be well out of your hair by then.
So do you mind if we have a quick look around now? It would just save us having to come back.
No, not at all. But I'll have to rush you. I'm due in work soon.
Thanks very much. We really appreciate this.
Listen, I'm sorry about the mess. If I'd have known you were coming, I'd have...
Baked a cake? This is quite a nice sized room, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
What's through there?
Spare room.
Do you mind if I have a look?
No, no. Go ahead.
The Channel Islands in South Wales.
So,
When's the big day?
7th of August.
Have you been to get along?
Oh, no, it's Nat and Jules who are getting married. I'm Nat's sister, Georgia. I've just come along to lend a bit of moral support.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you mind if I have a look at the other bedroom? There's a bathroom through there as well.
Yes, hang on. I ought to just tidy up first. Just hang on a second.
What do you think, Nat?
Yeah, it seems quite nice.
What do you think, Georgia? Do you think this would make a nice little love nest for me and your brother?
Don't see why not.
Oh, I can't wait till we're married and we've got a place of our own.
Yeah, not long to go now.
I think we could be really happy here.
What's that all about?
Oh, it's just a novices competition they do every few months. Just to give new members something to aim for.
Have you ever entered one?
Yeah, when I first started coming. You should put your name down.
Nah, no chance.
Well, why not? It's a good way of making sure you don't slack.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
You going to do it then?
Yeah, why not? Nothing to lose, have we?
This is well better than school.
Told you to enjoy yourself. Stay here's worth well more than a week in that dump.
So what are you looking up now?
Socks and shirts.
The game.
It's never interesting once you get your head around it. So this is how people become billionaires.
Just loads of dead boring numbers.
You can call it your maths lesson, can't you?
I don't want a maths lesson. I hate maths.
I'll try and make it more interesting for you then.
If I get older, I dare to look for some porn.
God, you're so predictable. I'm not spending my money on a piece of cheap voyeurism.
What?
Look it up in the dictionary. I think we better be going now. It's nearly home time anyway.
Yeah, today hasn't half gone quick.
What are you doing Monday? Going to school or coming with me?
What do you think?
So, how long have you and Simba shared a house together?
Quite a few months now.
You must get on really well. I shared a flat with my best mate once. We were at each other's throats within a fortnight.
Nah, we don't have any problems. And it's great with the kids.
He's got a little girl of his own, hasn't he?
Yeah, Ruth.
Does he get to see her much?
Not as much as he'd like. And he was really gutted when Mandy moved out to Bristol, you know.
Do they still keep in touch?
Yeah. Phones her all the time. Mainly to see how Ruth is.
Do you reckon there's much chance of them getting back together?
Nah, I shouldn't think so. If you ask me, I think she'll forget all about him and find himself another woman.
Sounds like good advice to me.
Have you got any kids yourself?
No. I always said I'd have my life first. I think I've missed the boat, though.
Oh, don't talk soft. You're still young. You've got plenty of time for kids.
I have to find myself a decent fella first, won't I? What are you doing tonight?
Nothing planned, why?
Oh, it's just that old Jack phoned before. Jim is going to Basingstoke tonight to work with their Billy for a couple of weeks. So we're having a drink to see him off. Why don't you and Simba come along?
I'd love to, Val. But the thing is, Jim and me aren't exactly busy mates.
Join the club. I don't quite see eye to eye with him myself. No, Jimmy won't be staying. He's got a train to catch. And when he's gone, I intend to get our Jackie absolutely bladdered. I can't remember the last time she had a proper night out.
So where are you going?
Well, we're starting off in that club near yours. You know, the one where Jim used to be a bouncer?
What, La Luz?
Yeah, that's the one. Oh, come. The more the merrier.
All right. Why not?
Great. And don't forget to tell Sinbad to come.
Look, I'll make sure that he phones you just as soon as he gets back from the restaurant.
David, do you know where Max put...
What? No, I had the radio on in the background, my darling. Yes. Right. Yes, well, I better let you go. I'll speak to you soon. Give my love to the children. Miss you too. All right, my darling, bye. Bye, then. What are you playing at? That was Patricia.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realise.
You never do you? What do you think she'd feel if she knew what was going on here?
Well, I can't see what the problem is. Why don't you just tell her?
Tell her that you've taken over her home? I don't think that'd go down very well, do you?
I haven't taken over anywhere. Max invited me and the children to stay. It's not my fault if he decided to walk out.
You left him no choice. You've been swanning around here for the last few weeks as if you own the place.
I have every right to be here. Max is the father of my children. It is his responsibility to provide a roof over our heads.
Max found you a perfectly decent flat and you turned your nose up at it.
It wasn't suitable.
How would you know? You didn't even look at it. I know your game, Susanna. I know exactly what you're up to.
Oh, really? And what's that?
You have been wanting to split Max and Patricia up from the very beginning.
Listen to me, David. They split up of their own accord without any help from anyone else. Thank you very much.
And just you remember one thing. Max and Patricia are still married. And while I have breath left in my body, I'm going to make damn sure they stay that way.
Do you take sugar, Georgia?
Just milk, thanks.
Shouldn't you be making a move soon?
Sorry if I'm being a pain. Just dreading going back to him.
Why?
Me and Martin had a massive row last night. I was this far away from walking out on him for good.
You can't leave him. You've only been married to him for 6 months.
So you want me to spend the rest of my life in misery, do you?
You just have to make more of an effort.
What do you think I've been trying to do?
Look, I don't want to hear this. If you're having domestic problems, talk to Mum about it. I've got enough on my plate.
Thanks for your support.
What's that you're looking at?
Just some old magazines.
Oh, it's really nice to see you two getting on so well. You don't know how lucky you are.
How do you mean?
I've always wanted a brother or sister.
Yeah, you can have mine if you want.
Can't he be nasty?
I'm used to it. Hey, why don't we go out for a drink tonight? Check out that club by the shops.
I'm game.
Shouldn't you be getting back to Martin?
He'll be all right.
Well, that's sorted then. I'll make a start on supper.
Don't mind me coming for a drink with you, do you, Nat?
It's a free country. You can do what you want.
So what time are we meeting the others then?
About 9, Val said.
Do you really want me to come with you?
Yeah, she said to ask you. All right, son.
All right, mate.
Late tonight, aren't you?
I had a game of footy after school.
So you had a good day?
Yeah.
Did you learn anything interesting?
Yeah, all about the slave trades and history.
Really?
Yeah. I used to transport the slaves and everything. There used to be hundreds of them, all squashed in the cabin below the board. All chained up.
Yeah?
And did you know, 1 out of 5 slaves died before they even got to where they were going? They just used to throw them overboard.
Hey, do you remember that series, Roots? That was great, that, wasn't it? You should repeat that, you know.
Loads of streets in Liverpool are named after slave traders, you know. Like Bold Street and Rodney Street.
Yeah, and Thomas Street and Seal Street. There's hundreds of them.
Is there? I didn't know that.
I think it's terrible. They should change them all. Why should people like that have streets named after them, eh?
I couldn't agree with you more, son.
Mrs. Merton was saying it's because they were the wealthiest people in Liverpool at the time.
Is your teacher really called Mrs. Merton?
Yeah.
It's good to see you taking an interest in school, son. Makes a nice change.
Thanks for that. Keep the change.
Come in, you're right.
It wasn't until a second ago.
Why? What's happened?
I've just seen Mike and he totally blanked me.
Oh, come on, love. Come and sit down. There you go. Here, have a drink of that. Go on.
I know how he must feel. I hate seeing him, but I just...
Now, listen, you know how I feel about it, don't you? I think you're a fool to ever go back to Gary in the first
Mum,
place.
Mike is better off without me. I've caused him enough trouble. Anyway, better liven myself up a bit if we're all going out for a drink, hadn't I?
Yes.
Anyway,
Listen, what you doing later? Do you fancy going for a scran or something? Mate, see?
No, I'd better get back to our Louise. Another time, maybe.
Oh, hi.
Hiya, Matt.
Hi, Sammy.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hey, listen, what's going on? I went round yours earlier. Susanna said you're not living there anymore.
Oh, it's a long story, but I'm staying in the pizza parlour flat. It's just temporary.
Oh, right. Would you still want me to clean for you?
Oh, absolutely. It's the same arrangement, it's just a different location, that's all.
Well, listen, you know if you ever fancy a bit of company, you know, someone to talk to, you know where I am.
Doesn't look like she's here yet.
Well, don't panic. It's only just past 9. I'm here.
All right, Mike.
All right, boys.
You have a baby?
Yeah, I'll have a pint of lager, please, mate. All right, Mike, out on the raz, eh?
Yeah, life's too short, innit? You're looking to crop up in the right company.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
This is a funny little place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite handy, though.
Should we sit at this table?
Yeah, go on, I'll bring the drinks over.
Hey, Mike, don't look now, mate, but there's 2 girls standing up there. I'm sure one of them's giving you the eye. That one there.
She's forward, isn't she?
Oh, I used to go to school with her. You want to get over there, mate? I think you're in.
It's later, boys.
See you later.
See ya, good luck.
Oh, God, wonders, Mike.
Oh, don't panic, love. You're bound to bump into him now and again, aren't you? And there's Mick and Sinbad. Oh, come on.
Hey, girls.
Hiya.
Listen, what you're having at Zombie?
Ah, cheers, Mick, you're a gentleman. 3 martini and lemonade, so nice. And a log for Jimmy Todd.
Did you get that, Sammy? You're looking nice tonight.
Oh, thanks. You don't look too bad yourself.
Hey, Jimmy, I hear you're off the hook.
How do you mean, like?
Well, didn't you know? Oh, Katie found a one. She was in a bedroom all the time.
Thanks very much for letting me know. I don't know. I can't work round here without everyone pointing the finger at me.
Yes, I think you're Casey and Jackie texting home an apology, don't you?
Well, yeah, all right. But, well, at least you're in the clear now.
Yeah, but it's too late now, isn't it? The damage has been done.
Suppose I should go after this. Otherwise, Martin will be sending out the search party.
Surely you can stay for one more drink.
I'm sure I could be tempted.
There's a toilet in this place.
Just so those doors quick, by the side.
Won't be long.
God, I'm dreading going back to him.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll sort things out.
There's nothing to sort out. We're totally incompatible, that's all there is to
Just
it.
stop it, George.
Stop what?
Painting this really bleak picture of marriage. You're not going to put me off, you know.
Nat, just don't make the same mistake as me.
I'm not making a mistake. I love Janice.
Do you?
Just go home, George.
You just won't listen, will you? Okay. Learn the hard way. Tell Jules I said goodbye.
Does anyone fancy a dance? Oh, go on, Sinbad. Have a dance with our man.
Oh, no, I'm not a very good dancer. Mick, you'll dance with her, won't you?
Oh, come on, Mick. Or are you going to turn me down as well?
I wouldn't say no to a dance.
Listen, I'm going to get off.
We've only just got here.
Yeah, well, I'm not feeling in a very sociable mood anymore. You lot stay and enjoy yourselves.
Oh, let's finish your drink, Dad.
Love, I would rather get off. I want to go somewhere where I won't be on trial than walking down the street. I'll see you in a few weeks' time. I'll give you a ring when I get to our Billy's.
Where's Georgia?
She's gone home. She said to say goodbye.
Why did she go?
Don't ask me.
You haven't been arguing again, have you? I've only been gone 5 minutes.
Don't talk.
I don't know what the matter is with you two. You're like a pair of 5-year-olds.
Hey, I'm glad I came out now. I haven't had a proper night out in ages. Thanks for inviting me.
Don't mention it.
Listen, Val.
Oh, I hate this. Look, I'm just going to the loo. I'll see you in a minute. Where's Auntie Val gone?
She's gone to the loo.
I think I better go as well.
Yeah, I better get another round in. So, what are you doing later? Do you fancy going into town?
Hey, Jack. It's a bit awkward, this, but has your Val mentioned anything to you?
What about love?
I might have got the wrong end of the stick, but she's been coming around to ours loads lately, and I was wondering if there's any more to it.
Oh, now you mention it.
So she's interested in me then?
What, inhuman? Oh, love, no, you have got the wrong end of the stick now. It's Sinbad she's after.
Here you go, Jack.
Thanks,
Okay.
love.
Yeah, that.
So, oh well, I'm knocking off now.
Oh, well, you're finishing early, aren't you?
Well, I've been in since this afternoon, one of those boring over 55 things.
Where are you going?
Well, nowhere exciting. Why'd you ask?
Oh, no reason.
Oh, and here's me thinking you were going to invite me up for a nightcap. Because like I said earlier, if you ever get lonely...
I'll know where to come.
Right, I'll go and get me coat then.
Max, thank heavens I've been looking all over the place for you.
What's wrong?
Look, I'm sorry to land you with this at such short notice, but I couldn't stand being under the same roof as that damn woman for a moment longer. I'm just going to have to move into the flat with you.
So how'd you get on with Val? She's a good dancer, isn't she?
A waste of time, son.
How do you mean?
She's not interested in me. I read the signals all wrong. Yeah, Jackie told me before.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah, so am I.
Well, what did she invite you for, anyway?
So I bring me mate along.
What?
Have I got to spell it out for you? She fancies you.
Me?
Mum, I'm going home.
Why? What's wrong, Lynn? Nothing, I've just got to get out of here. Linz? Linz, wait, love!
We've got it going on.
Ah, kept you awake too, did they? The late-night revelers from the discotheque?
Yeah, them and a lumpy bed.
Yeah, hardly conducive to a decent night's sleep.
This is ridiculous. I mean, here we are, you and me, slumming it in this poky little flat, while my ex-wife is having the life of Riley in my home.
I must say, Max, it does seem a rather ludicrous situation.
I mean, we must have been mad letting her chase us out like that.
I'm sure Patricia would have something to say about it. She'd be absolutely horrified.
I think she would.
After all, it is Susanna who's the cuckoo in the nest, isn't it?
Well, not for much longer. Get your things together, David. You and I are going home.
Look, as long as I've got some milk, we can sort the hours out later. Okay, bye.
Going down the gym?
I'm not going to have time to go to the gym if I don't get some milk in the pizza parlour soon. I mean, I'm losing business closing up every time I've got to get off somewhere. I've just been onto the job since I know.
So you, will be bumping into Val, then?
Well, eh? Fit girl, that one, son. You want to get in there before somebody else does.
Like you mean?
I told you, mate, she KB'd me. No, it's, see, she's got her eyes on.
This is just after being worldly wealth.
Yeah. All right, son, hey, you better get a move on, you know. You're going to be late.
I'm going now.
Hey, I've got a house clearance down here. I'll give you the lift if you want.
No, you're all right. I'm going down to the trading post for some crisps.
Well, I've got a couple of bags in the van.
You're okay. I'm going down to meet me mates.
Better not be that Danny Simpson.
All right, Dad. He's all right once you get to know him. He's sound.
Stay away from him. He's trouble.
I'll see you.
See you, mate.
Hey, I'll be testing on your Pythagoras tonight.
You better get bowling up on it, hadn't you? That lad's way ahead of you.
Hello.
Let me try. That's funny.
I don't believe it.
Surely Susanna wouldn't have.
Yeah, she has. The woman has changed the damn locks.
Well, that's it then. Back to bedsit land, I'm afraid.
Oh, no, no. I refuse to be excluded from my own home.
Well, Max, there's nothing much we can do about it till she gets back.
Oh, yes, there is. This is my house, and one way or another, I'm going to get it.
Max?
All right, Bing.
You trying to get in or out? Max has forgotten his key. Won't be a tick.
All right, well, look, if you need a lift, just give us a shout, because he's a dab on with a hairpin.
Will do.
Carrie, you couldn't give me a heart attack creeping up on me like that.
Oh, I missed you, babe. Did you miss me?
Yeah, of course I did.
Well, it keeps me going when I'm working nights, thinking of you and Kylie back home waiting for me.
She was made up with that story you were reading her last night.
Oh, what, the three-billy goat scruff?
She reckons it's the three of us.
Hey, that's because they end up happily ever after. And that's what we're going to do. You, me and Kylie. It's going to work, Linz.
Yeah, of course it is.
Making loads on the taxis now, you know. Soon be able to afford a better place. Maybe even a holiday.
Oh, Carly, I'd love that.
Imagine it. You and me on a beach somewhere. Sun beating down on us.
Yeah. You keep dreaming while I get this Mayday.
Don't bother. I'm gonna get my head down.
Oh, okay. I'll make a cup of tea then.
Well, there's no rush.
Oh, Gary, I've got to get these dishes done.
Leave them, Linz. Come on, get back into bed. Well, I can't do it in nursery.
Oh, Gary, not now. I've just done my makeup and...
Oh, no, you look dead gorgeous. Come on, it's still warm.
I can't. I meet me mum.
Oh, she won't mind. You can see her any time.
Yeah, but she's feeling really low at the moment. You know, with my dad being away and that. I don't want to be letting her down.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll see you later then, yeah?
Yeah. See ya.
Oh, hi, darling.
Hi. I thought I'd just call and see how you are, with Dad being away.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm used to him swanning off to book fairs after 20-odd years.
Hello, Nat.
Gonna put the kettle on for your sister, Nat.
Sorry, Mum. Got to see a man about the properties of aluminium.
Sounds fascinating.
I'd be queuing up for tickets. Anyway, shouldn't you be out there keeping the admin happy?
Day off.
Another one.
Is it a flying visit, or do I get you to myself for the whole day?
All day, if that's okay.
That's great. I'll have to go over to Susanna. I'm due over there for coffee.
Well, I don't want to spoil your plans.
Oh, don't be silly. It's not very often I get my only daughter to myself for the whole day.
Actually, I was hoping to stay a bit longer than that.
Why, is Martin away?
No. Martin and I have split up. I've left him.
Stand aside, David. What are you going to do, Max? Tunnel your way in? Very funny. Look, I believe that's what the police call breaking and entering.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. This is my home. Susanna is not going to keep me out.
Hello, you two. Is Susanna in?
Afraid not.
No, you expecting her?
Oh, we're supposed to meet for coffee.
You know I'd invite you in, but I seem to have mislaid my key.
Oh, you too, David.
Yes, I must have left it on the kitchen table.
You're as bad as my lot.
Really?
Georgie was the worst. In the end, I had to resort to tying it round her neck with a piece of ribbon. Susanna should try that with you two.
Yes.
Look, can you tell her I'm going to have to skip coffee, because... Oh, no need, I'll tell her myself.
So, she takes over my life, my
Hi.
house, and my car.
Goodness me. Reception committee.
Where have you been?
We're taking your children to school, darling. You ready for that coffee, Belle?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a rain check, because Georgie's turned up.
Oh, that's a shame. I was looking forward to a grey old natter.
I know, well, maybe tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be great. And hopefully we'll have this place to ourselves.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Susanna, will you please just let us in?
Don't tell me you're taking up gardening, Max. Not like you to get your hands dirty. Hello, David.
Hi, sir. Hello, Mick. Hey. Made up. Just done myself a deal on some gear for a load of flats in town.
Oh, nice one. You'll have that mate soon, won't you?
Yeah, certainly will.
Then you'll be out whining and dining with a certain young lady of our acquaintance. Who's not a million miles from here.
Don't leave me with, will you?
I wouldn't dream of it, mate. Hi, Val. How's it going?
Hiya. How's the training going?
Great. We'll have to get this fella fit, no we?
No one's ogling me and me leotard.
Oh, I bet you'd look dead sexy.
No. I like my scran too much for all I keep fit like.
Hey, no one likes their food more than me.
Oh, do you like good food? Well, we've got a neighbour who runs a nice little restaurant, haven't we, son?
Yeah.
We'll make it simple to invite you.
Which sounds great.
Yeah, it's that posh cracking menu.
I reckon you should always try a new place with someone who's been before, don't you?
Yeah.
Listen, see you later.
Yeah, see you, mate. Listen, Val, I was wondering.
What?
Well, if you are thinking of going, like...
Yeah.
Well, let me know, and when you want to go, I'll get Max to recommend something for you.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I better be going.
Right, yeah, see you later, Val.
See ya.
See ya.
Mr. Johnson?
Yep, that's me.
Karen Richmond, Education Welfare Officer for the area.
Oh, right. Have you come for the school's grass card money? Usually some of the teachers, you know.
I'm afraid not. I'm here to discuss Leo's non-attendance at school.
Oh, you better come through.
What on earth have you done?
Oh, for goodness sake, I've only moved a few pieces of furniture.
If I wanted the place to resemble a doctor's waiting room, then I would have arranged it like that myself.
Actually, Max, it does make the place look a little less cluttered.
Thank you, David.
I like it cluttered. Gone 5 minutes and I barely recognise the place.
You were the two who walked out of here.
What's this doing here? Where's my independence?
In your flat, presumably.
It's been delivered. You've changed the order at the newsagents.
Susanna, that really isn't on you.
Well, you two weren't here to read anything.
This really is the last straw.
It's a pity you don't take as much interest in your children as you do in your newspaper.
I beg your pardon?
Matthew and Emily have as much right to a decent home as you.
Matthew and Emily can stay here as long as they like.
Look, I think I'll just go and put a few things away.
You had no right to change the lock, Susanna.
And you have no right to treat me and the children as some sort of bothersome itch you can't wait to get rid of.
That is not fair.
Now, I've put up with a lot in the last few years, Max, and I'm not prepared to see our children suffer anymore. You rush around getting into a terrible mess, and why? Because you won't grow up and face up your responsibilities.
I am quite prepared to face the responsibilities of looking after Matthew and Emily.
Well, you keep saying that, Max. And then you're going to do something silly like moving into a flat.
It's the rest of the package that I object to. You and I are no longer married. We've been there, done that, remember? And just in case it had slipped your mind, we are actually divorced. So I really don't need to put up with this hassle from you.
Are you sure you've got this right? Leo's been going up the usual time every morning, and with his uniform and everything.
That's fairly normal, I'm afraid. Children who truant tend to stick to the same routine at home to avoid any suspicion.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Richmond. My son is not a truant.
Can you tell me why Leo's absent on these days, then? And why the school wasn't notified?
Hang on a minute. I can't get my head around all this. Leo is full of school. Dead enthusiastic. I've never seen him so into it. He's on about what he's been doing all the time.
I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson, but the facts speak for themselves.
According to you, they do.
Well, if that doesn't fit in with what you want to believe...
Too right it doesn't.
All I can do is recommend you make an appointment to see the head and sort this out as soon as possible.
No way. The last time I let one of them teachers get her hooks into my family, she nearly tore us apart. I'm not putting me or my kids through that again.
I really think you should reconsider, Mr. Johnson. This is your copy for reference.
Look, Leo is my son, and I'm not risking you not destroying this family again. Whatever he's up to, I'll sort it.
That was your dad, drooling on over his latest acquisitions?
There's no room in this house for another set of bookshelves.
I told him about you and Martin.
And?
He's worried about you, same as me.
There's no need, Mum. I'm fine.
Look, if you want to talk about this...
There's nothing to say, really. I'm not going back to him.
But you've only been married a few months.
Long enough to know I don't love him. We're just totally incompatible. I rushed into it all far too quickly. I hardly knew him.
Well, your dad and I did say that at the time.
Yeah, I know. Should have listened for a change, saved all this mess.
Well, it's a bit too late for recriminations, eh?
Funny thing is, I can see Nat making the same mistakes as me.
Well, he seems determined to go ahead with it.
What does he see in her?
Hardest part of being a mum is knowing when to keep your mouth shut. Not that I don't like the girl, she's just not the one I would have chosen for Nat. And as for Ma and Pa Bradley...
Merseyside's answer to the Duckworths.
This wedding's going to be one of the most expensive exercises in bad taste on record. Look, Georgie, I'm really sorry about you and Martin, but I'm ever so glad you're home. I missed you.
Me too, Mum.
Oh, and I'm so glad that you've patched things up with Nat.
Yeah. Now I'm back, we can get back to how we used to be. I know Nat wants that as much as I do.
Hiya. What are you doing here? It was quiet, so I had a couple of hours off, you know. You had a good day?
Yeah, sound.
So what lessons have you done today, then?
Maths, double English, games and that.
Games? You didn't take your kid. Still in your bedroom?
Yeah, Woodsy made me sit it out.
Right. Have you done any more on that project, slave trade one?
Nah, but we've been doing this bro stuff on the computers. They've got them linked up to the internet. It's boss. You can access the network straight across the world.
I didn't know the school computers were that up to date.
Yeah, it's just been installed.
I mean, this is Brookside Comp we're talking about, isn't it? I mean, the last I heard, they were well short of funds. Wanted us to carry on selling them scratch cards to raise money.
Must have sold loads then.
Must have. Or, maybe you just got confused, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean, you've been nowhere near school. Not for days now.
I have.
No, you see, I had this woman from the education telling me you've been skiving off.
I haven't, that honest.
So what's that then? Look, it's there in black and white on your record.
They've got it wrong.
Don't lie to me, Leo.
I'm not.
Right, you go up to your room and you don't come down again till you're prepared to tell me the truth. Go on.
She's flat out in there.
Yeah, she gets really tired now she's going to nursery.
Look, she did us this. That's you and me, there. I'm dancing by the looks of things.
God, look, I've got green hair.
I think that's me.
A little Picasso in the making, eh?
I've had lucky, Linz. She's a cracking little kid.
Yeah.
And she deserves the best. And both me girls do. I'm really going to try hard for that holiday. We could all do with getting away for a bit.
Well, you better be getting back to work or you won't even be able to afford a day out.
Yeah. Come here. I'll give you a phone later on, yeah?
Oh, no, you're all right. I think I'm going to have an early night.
Oh, I'll try and ring you handy then, yeah? Okay. Love you loads, babe.
So you getting off down to school or what?
Oh, I don't think so, Sin. I don't want to get mixed up with that lot again, not after all that Jenny business.
Well, what if Leo's bunking off?
What the hell's he playing at, eh? I mean, sorting this lot is going to cost me more time off work. My business is going to go under at this rate.
Dad.
Are you ready to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, right, well, I think I'll have an early night. See you later.
All right.
I haven't been skiving off, Dad, honest.
I don't want any more lies, Leo.
I don't know I haven't been going to school, but I've still been learning.
Yeah, well, you do that at school.
Yeah, but Danny's got this dead good plan to teach himself.
I thought he'd be in there somewhere. I've already had a word with his father about all this.
We've been going to museums, art galleries and that. He's dead clever. I've been learning loads.
He's 14 years old, son. What the hell can he teach you? You need to be in school.
You were teaching us at home when you kept me and Gemma off last year.
Yeah, and you hated every minute of it. You couldn't wait to get back to school. Look, son, it's tough enough out there. The only way you've got any kind of future is to get a decent education.
And that's what I'm doing.
And you won't get that by hanging around with some snotty-nosed kid who thinks he knows it all.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable down here? You can always come in with me with your dad away.
I'll be fine.
OK, I'm off to bed. Night-night. Night-night. Put the landing light off when you come up.
Now, please.
Listen, you might have made a mess of things with Martin, but things are fine for me and Jules. I love her, and there's nothing you or anyone else can do about that.
There's no need for you to wait up for me now.
Don't worry, I wouldn't dream of it.
Well, as long as we understand each other.
Yes, we do, Max. What you're saying is that Matthew and Emily are welcome here, and unfortunately, as I come part of the package, you have to put up with me too. But you don't want me to interfere in your life in any way.
Yes, Susanna, exactly that.
In that case, perhaps it would be best if I withdrew my services from the restaurant.
Under the circumstances, I think perhaps that would be best.
Well, that's fine then. As long as you're aware of the dreadful mess you've managed to get your accounts into.
I'm sure I'll manage perfectly well.
Will you? I hope the VAT man is as laid back as you are.
Fat man?
Well, surely you haven't forgotten, Max. You've got a VAT inspection in the morning. Night-night. Oh, and Max, good luck.
Susanna... It's all right, it's me.
What is it? Well, yeah, it's a fair up this way, isn't it? I'm due a break, so I thought I'd spend it with my favourite girl.
It's the middle of the night.
Oh, no. And Kylie's fast asleep.
Kelly, please.
Oh, come on, let's relax.
Oh, not now. Oh, don't.
Oh, it's been ages, Lind.
I'm sorry. I just need a bit more time.
What for?
I don't know. For getting used to being together again.
You've been saying that for ages now. I'm sick of it. You're not going back on the deal, are you?
Of course I'm not.
'Cause if I get a sniff of Mike Dixon...
Gary, I swear, I haven't been anywhere near Mike Dixon. I wouldn't. Me and you are together now as promised. And nothing's going to change that.
I knew it was you.
I couldn't sleep.
Me neither.
We've got to sort this out.
That's what I've been trying to do.
You've got to stop this, George. Do you have any idea what you're doing to me? Look, go back to him, please.
I've tried. I really wanted things to work out with me and Martin. Very hard, I've tried.
All these months.
I thought if I went away, married Martin.
You hurt me, George. Lots.
But it's over now, Nat. We can be together again.
No. It was great when we were younger, but things have moved on. You were the one who changed the rules.
So we can change them back again.
No, we can't.
Love you.
Please, try and understand. I'm happy with my life the way it is. I'm trying to get on without you.
We belong together. You know we do.
I'm going to marry Jules.
I made the pair of you as miserable as me and Martin.
No, I love her.
You're kidding yourself, Nat. I've been there. kiss was from you. Every look, every touch.
Don't. It's finished.
It can't ever be finished. You know that. I want you, Nat. You can go through this charade with Jules. Pretend it's how you love. But I know how much you want me.
No.
You do, Nat. You always will.
Here we are. The books. There you are. And these are the tax invoices for 94.95 and 95.96, I think. Or they might be in another file, I'm not sure. Oh, no, hang on. No, they are. No, those are receipts, and these are the invoices. That's a little clue, you see. If in doubt, read the label.
Mom, do I have to change these sheets as well?
I'm not sleeping on your stinking sheets, Muskrat.
Mum!
What?
This isn't gonna work. What am I supposed to do when Jules comes round?
Why can't George go on with Nat?
There's an idea.
Because she can't.
Why not?
Oh, for goodness sake, because they're brother and sister, that's why not.
You always used to.
We did.
Don't be silly, they're grown up now, and I don't know what you're fussing about. That room's going to be yours soon anyway.
I need my privacy anyway.
What do you need privacy for?
Don't ask.
Look, how am I supposed to revise with him going on?
Why don't I just sleep on the sofa? It suits me fine.
Well, it doesn't suit the rest of us.
He says all the receipts for September '95 are missing. Well, I don't know. I thought you might. What other file? Did I? Well, I never... Well, for God's sake, I'm running a restaurant here, not some government department. I can't remember to file every silly little bit of paper. What's all this business about 8% on fuel? Susanna, you've got to come over and sort me out. I didn't. No, I never said I didn't need you. I just said I... Well, look, I do need you, and I need you now. I'm in deep trouble here. He keeps asking me questions, and I don't know what he's talking about. Susanna, you've got to help. Susanna.
So what sorts of things does your Val like to do?
Oh, you know, eating out, pictures, usual stuff.
Yeah, right. But what if she says no? I mean, I don't want to come on the heavy and frighten her off, you know.
I wouldn't worry about that, son.
No, seriously.
Look, all you've got to do is you just say, you know, dead cool, dead casual. Listen, Val, I was wondering, do you fancy a drink sometime? And she'll say, yeah, great, when?
Or even get lost.
Soon, Matt, if you don't have a crack at it soon, she's going to think you're not interested.
What if she isn't?
Hi. Listen, why don't you fill me in on all the gossip, because I think I've got it right now. That's the Dixons. Mm-hmm. That's you, yes. That's Jackie Dixon and the Sorted Girls. Mick Johnson.
Ah, now there is some gossip.
Mick Johnson, go on, tell me.
Well, you've probably read about it. He was held up at gunpoint by a woman who got obsessive about him.
That was Mick Johnson.
Very weird. I mean, he's quite dishy, but not in the same league as Al Pacino.
We're just discussing objects of romantic passion.
And here I am, right on cue.
Hi, Susanna.
Hi.
Do you know what Susanna was telling me? Mick Johnson across the road. You know that guy we read about in the paper who was held up at gunpoint? That was him.
That was Mick Johnson.
Apparently went completely off his head afterwards. Barricaded himself in the pizza parlour. Kept the children off school for weeks.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. Would you like to come in? It's a bit messy, I'm afraid. A bit like a student squat at the moment.
Susanna, you've got to come to the restaurant. He's talking about fines now.
Don't panic, Max. Goodness me. Did you drive all the way around here just to find me?
He's a monster, Susanna. What do I do?
Sorry, Belle. Duty calls.
Just drop Mick Johnson off. Hey, are we still for tea at your Lynn's tonight?
Yeah?
Oh, good. Oh, hiya.
All right.
Yeah? You?
Yeah.
I'll just get that stuff that I promised you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Oh, so how are you on the tender loving care then, Sinbad?
How do you mean?
Well, 'cause your mate's in sad need of it. Just had a run-in with 90 pounds of solid steel.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. Just a muscle tear. Nothing that a packet of frozen peas and a couple of weeks' rest won't cure.
This fitness like, eh? The quickest way to kill yourself. Listen, Val, I was wondering,
Wondering if...
well, I was wondering...
Yeah?
Well, you're probably too busy and you wouldn't be interested anyway, so I better get over and check. We've got some peas in the freezer. See ya.
Yeah. See ya. No luck? Not a sausage. Oh, I don't know, Jack. I think I'm going to have to come the heavy with him.
Wait a minute.
He could fine me thousands. He could send me to prison.
I'm sorry, Max, but I'm not putting one toe through that door until we get things clear.
What things?
Reciprocal things. Like what you're going to do for me if I get you off the hook.
Huh, blackmail.
Yes, darling. Blackmail.
Susanna, will you please stop calling me darling?
One, I stay on in the house.
Now, look, don't think for a minute you can scare me into this.
Okay then, darling. Bye.
Susanna.
I hope the fine's not too ruinous.
No. Come back.
So, where do we stand then? Do I stay on in the house?
Yeah, all right. Whatever. Anything.
And no more trying to keep everything separate.
Like what?
Like who organises Samantha's cleaning.
All right, anything you say. Look, please, will you just get in there?
Thanks, darling. All right, then. Lead me to him. Let's get this VAT man sorted.
Do you want some salad, Al?
No, thanks.
She's nice, isn't she?
Who?
Susanna Farnham.
Very fanciful.
I thought she'd be your type. What about her next door? Legs and leather jacket. From the petrol station.
Tempting.
Just leave it. Does she never go to work? There's my book in here.
If it's something about the Bauhaus movement, it's in the front room. Do you want some lunch?
No thanks.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm going to be working all afternoon, right? And I don't want anyone disturbing me.
Okay to put some music on?
Yeah, sure.
What's going on with those two? God knows. Still a stupid quarrel over poor old Martin, I suppose.
Well, he's not that bad, is he? Why doesn't that hate him so much?
He's a bit of a rugger bore.
And a car bore.
Just a bore full stop, really.
Well, it's impossible in a house this size with Nat and Georgia. You're going to have to say something or find out how long she's staying.
Me?
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How the hell did you do that?
Easy. I just told him you're a complete idiot. He seemed to grasp that easy enough.
That's a bunch.
Well, not at all, any time. But I do have to say, Max, your record keeping is in a complete shambles. You're going to have to be about 90% more businesslike.
I am not a part-time tax collector.
No, darling, you're an artist, obviously. He grasped that too. In fact, he was quite understanding. He was rather sweet.
So everything's all right, yeah? I'm off the hook?
Absolutely clean as a whistle.
Oh, God. What a relief. You know, for a minute there, I honestly thought... Listen, Susanna, seriously, I can't thank you enough for this. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Well, try. Try really hard, Max. Work on it all afternoon. And then you might come up with some small but imaginative way of showing me your gratitude. Hmm? Dinner, perhaps?
Well, mate, yeah. Peace be with you. No novice competition then, eh?
We better bide then.
I was right about these, no more than 6 in 24 hours. And no training for a couple of weeks. You're back to square one, mate. Hello. Yeah, he is. Hang on a sec. It's for you.
You take a message for us?
Yeah. He's indisposed at the moment. Can I take a message? Yeah? It's Leo's headmaster. Right. Yeah, well, I'll check that with him, and if there's any problem, I'm sure he'll ring you back. OK? Cheers. Bye. He wants to see you at 9 o'clock on Friday morning about Leo sagging.
Does he want to see the Simpsons at the same time?
I don't know, he didn't say.
Well, he better add. Not having Leo take the blame for that Simpson kid.
Where you going?
Across the road. Make sure the right lad takes the rap.
Sounds very formal. Can I sit down, please, or is it a smack across the knuckles and up to my room without any tea?
What room?
Oh, Dan's moved in with Nat temporarily till Nat moves out.
Or until I go back with Martin. That's what this little chat's about, isn't it?
Well, look, darling, we don't want to pry this.
But you want to know when I'm going back. Well, I'm not.
Well, what has happened with you and Martin? People don't just walk out on their husbands.
Join the real world, Mum. They do.
Is he, seeing anyone else?
Oh, Dad. I made a mistake, Mum. People do. Not everybody finds the right person the first time round. Just because you and Dad managed it doesn't mean that everybody does. I don't love him. I don't even like him very much anymore.
Well, you were keen enough to get married. It cost us a bomb.
I made a mistake.
Well, look, darling, you know you're welcome to stay here as long as you like. But we can't, all 5 of us, live cooped up here if you and Nat are going to...
I'll go.
Well, that went well.
Try again later.
It's,
Oh, hi. Come in.
Yeah, I just came round to see if Mr. Thornton had been in contact with you yet.
Sorry, who?
Mr. Thornton, the headmaster. Brookside comp. Because I want to make it dead clear that none of this was Leo's fault, all right?
None of what?
You know, he'd never think about sagging off Leo. It was your lad put the idea into his head.
What idea?
Sagging off.
What, sorry?
You hurt your arm.
It's nothing. You do know your lad's been truanting, don't you?
No. Danny's been at school.
He hasn't.
He has?
No, he hasn't. He's been dragging our Leo around town all day, since half-term. I've had the education welfare officer on my back.
Well, nobody's contacted us. Look, this has got nothing to do with Danny.
I'm not going to argue with you, Mr. Simpson. I'm just telling you the facts. And the fact is that your lad is still feeding our Leo this daft teach-yourself rubbish.
Sounds like Dan.
Except, of course, your facts are wrong.
Well, talk to your boy, then.
Oh, we will. Just as soon as he comes home from school.
OK, fair enough. Maybe you don't mind. Maybe you're happy for your son to be wandering around town all day. But I want to know where my Leo is. I want to know he's safe and getting a proper education.
Well, that's debatable.
I didn't realise you were such a stickler for conventional education, Mick.
Didn't you keep your 2 off school for quite some time yourself?
Yeah, I did. But that was different. That was for their own protection. And I knew exactly where they were.
I'm sorry, we can't help you. All I can think is that Leo's spinning some rather inventive tales to save his own skin.
Because if Danny was involved, we certainly would have heard about it by now, and we would have been called to the headmaster's study too.
So, there we are. Can I get you a drink, Mick?
Come and give your Nan a kiss then. Oh,
Hi, love. Hi, I was hoping to get these up before you came.
oh, I love the pattern. They look great.
Not too early, are we, love?
No.
No, she just
What's
wanted to
not?
impress you, didn't you, Lindsay?
Well, we're impressed.
Shall I take your coats, ladies?
I'm all right.
Thanks. Say hello to Auntie Val, then.
Come and see what Daddy brought me.
Oh, excuse me, I've been hijacked.
They're nice, love. Are they new?
No,
No, Linz did it. She recovered it herself. She's great like that, dead clever, you know. Colour and style and that. I haven't got a clue, have I, love?
Not a clue.
Homemaker extraordinaire. Tea, coffee, what can I get anyone?
I'll do it.
No, you sit down and talk to your mum. Jackie?
Tea, please. Gary, will you check on the pasta?
Yeah, will do, babe.
So you're doing it all up nice, then?
I'm doing my best.
Yeah, I can see that one.
Have you seen him? Mike Dixon. Is he all right? I mean, is he seeing someone? Last time he was with that girl.
Cal's on.
So this is the formal interrogation, is it?
They had a go at me earlier on.
Nobody had a go at anyone.
All we're saying is, will you leave those carrots alone, please?
Sorry.
All we're saying is if you two are going to live under the same roof, then your mother and I will have to move out, or else you two are going to have to bury the hatchet. Because the way things are now, it's...
That'll be Jules.
Oh, God, no. Is she coming to supper? Mother!
Goodness me, put your claws in.
I don't mean anything. It just gets so crowded around the table and there isn't really enough. And you've eaten half the carrots for a start.
So come on, Georgie. What's this quarrel about?
What quarrel?
You and Nat.
It's not a quarrel.
No? So how come you didn't talk for months?
I've been talking to him today.
And how come every time you're in the same room together, there's an atmosphere you could cut with a knife?
It's, Dan's headmaster, for you.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine, except apparently he's been picked up by the police.
Police? Or where is he?
He's back at school. They picked him up outside the public library and took him back.
Well, what's he been doing? Stealing books?
No, Mum. He's been skiving off school. Normal kids hang around fruit machines. Dan hangs around libraries.
So he has been playing truant.
Mick Johnson was right.
I know.
He hasn't been at school since half-term. This Thornton chap wants to see us.
Oh, God. Can today please never have happened? And that conversation with Mick Johnson, oh.
Was I very rude to him?
No, it wasn't you. It was me. I brought up all that business about the kids.
Large helpings of humble pie all round.
No arguments, Matthew. No TV up there until you've finished your homework.
They're all right.
Fine. I've had to bribe them with various things in the hope they'll go to bed early and give us some peace. What about you? You don't have to go back to the restaurant, do you?
No. They'll manage. Any problems, they'll call.
So, what are you planning on feeding me for supper?
Well, prawns with a lime and coriander dressing.
Ooh.
Breast of Barbary duck.
Ooh.
Which I'm going to sear in a hot pan.
Oh, don't stop.
And then I'm going to bake in the oven just long enough so the flesh is still flush, a rosy pink.
More.
And which I am going to serve you with a cherry and Madeira wine sauce.
Gorgeous. And what should I do?
I want you to drink that and watch me.
Oh, teamwork,
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers. And we do make an awfully good team, though, don't we, you and me?
To you, for saving my bacon today.
Ah, to the gentleman from Customs and Excise who was such a pussycat.
I still don't know how you did that.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't just schmooze. I'm actually very good at my job.
I know.
Well, who should we drink to now? Oh, to David. Conveniently staying out all night. Where is he?
No, he's at some over 55s do. You know, Terry's running a happy hour for pensioners at the Luluth. Do you think I should start something like that at the restaurant?
Oh, I wouldn't advise it. Not in my official capacity as your accountant. I am your official accountant, aren't I?
Oh, well, yes, I...
Good.
Where do you want us to sit, Linz?
Anywhere. Well, it looks like happy families to me.
You chill.
Here we go. You sit next to your nan, sweetie pie.
Yeah. Come on, love. Here you go.
Right, it's hot.
Oh, careful.
I said pie and chips would be easier, but Lindsay's into all this foreign stuff now, aren't you?
Gary, I'm not inviting people round just for pie and chips.
Oh, why not? I like pie and chips.
Yeah, but I haven't made this for you. I've made it for my mum and Auntie Val. Well, it looks delicious.
So, Jimmy's in Basingstoke with work then, yeah?
Just temporary. Help yourselves to salad, everyone. What's happened to the serviettes?
Oh, I'll get him.
Nan, can I stay at your house?
Oh, of course you can. We'll have to ask your mum, won't we? Could she? Might give you a break. Would you mind? Oh, I'd love it. You're going to keep me company here while your granddad's away. She'll stay a couple of days, you know. I mean, if it helps. Oh, thanks, Mum. That's great. Right. There you go. Eat up, sweetie pie.
Here we go. Oh, don't give her any lettuce.
It's only a little bit.
Yeah, but she hates it. You don't want any of that nasty lettuce, do you? Rabbit food.
Gary, I'm not having a grown-up fussy. She eats what's on her plate.
Well, just don't put any lettuce on it then. She hates it. You know, take it away.
Eat your lettuce, Kyles. If Gary had his way, he'd have her living on chocolates and toffees.
If you had your way, she'd be living off kangaroo steaks and I'd never see her again.
Can I have some water, please, Gary?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Gary. Let's go get some glasses. Right, I've seen enough. Don't waste your breath arguing with me, Linz. Go and get your bags packed. You and Curly are coming back with me. I can't, Mum.
Oh, yes, you can. You're not spending the rest of your life living like this. I'm not going to let you do it.
Whatever you think about him, Mum, he loves me. He's Carly's dad and she needs a home. What else can I do? I've made my bed.
That doesn't mean you've got to lie in it.
Anyway, it's not important. If I can't be with Mike, nothing else matters, Mum. Don't be worrying about me. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Daniel, supper's almost ready.
Is he okay?
Sulking up in his room.
Up in my room?
Not a word of remorse. As usual, he's completely in the right. And everybody else is in some grand conspiracy to stop him getting the education he needs. Will you have a word, Ollie, while I serve up?
Yeah, okay. If you try and sort these two out.
You know what it was? Nat never liked him. But I've left him now, so it's irrelevant.
Well, in that case, will you, for God's sake, kiss and make up and give the rest of us a break?
When you say kiss, I take it as speaking metaphorically.
For goodness sake, George, just give your brother a hug.
Stand up, Nat. I've got to hug you.
Come on, Nat, don't be a baby. You're far too old to be embarrassed about kissing your sister. Do you remember how he was at the school sports day when I tried to kiss him?
That was just outright toe curling, Mum. You're not embarrassed now, are you, Nat?
So, it's a permanent arrangement now, is it, Opener?
Oh, your job at the restaurant? Of course.
With a salary?
With a fee.
Ah, fair enough. And what about at home? Would you like me on a more permanent basis at home as well? Open up? Because you're right. We are a good team, unbeatable.
Did I say that?
Yes, we do, darling. And it's true, we always were. Listen, Max. I know I've behaved badly in the past.
Fairly badly, yes.
And so have you. And I know I messed things up for you with Patricia.
Well, you certainly made a contribution.
All's fair in love and war. And it is love. On my side, anyway. No, don't speak. Don't say anything you don't mean.
I don't know what I mean. It's too soon.
Oh, well, shut up then. It's been fun tonight, hasn't it?
See, I haven't really come to terms with Patricia walking out on me.
No, of course not.
Maybe in a few months.
I'll still be here.
If we take things really slowly, no promises, no guarantees.
It's okay.
I mean, it's not that I don't want to.
But you're scared of jumping straight from the frying pan into the fire. Not that I'm comparing Patricia with a frying pan, not the same shape at all.
So I've made so many mistakes, Susanna.
Me too. Maybe we deserve each other.
I don't want to mess up again next time. If there is a next time, I want to get it right.
We will.
No, look, I didn't mean...
I've always known we'd get back together again in the end.
Coffee?
I'll get the coffee, all right?